Warning, the following audio transmission will forever change your outlook on society. You will no longer believe the narrative. You are about to wake up and see things for what they really are. News, facts, and opinions. This is the Doom Daily Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Doom Daily Show. I'm your host, Jester Dooms. Today is Tuesday. Is it Wednesday or Tuesday? It's Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
March 17th, 2026. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. The email, doomdailyshow@gmail.com. The website, jestersvoice.com. Go there, leave us an audio message at the top of the screen. And check us out everywhere on social media at Jester Dooms. I am here today with SOWHATIF.
Good morning.
And as you're listening to this, we'll be on our way to the airport because he is departing today.
Yes, I will be flying. Fly away.
And it's been a long 2 weeks, to say the least.
But yet it went by way too fast.
It did. But I mean, in all honesty, I got to be honest with you. I'm ready for just some downtime. A little bit of downtime.
But yet you wanted to keep me here.
But I wanted to keep you here. We could have had a couple days of downtime, and then we could have went right back at it. We did accomplish a lot. What was the highlight of the trip?
Highlight of the trip.
Or highlights, if there was more than one.
Well, we got the foundation all backfilled that we needed to.
Right.
Got the highlight. We finally got that brush to burn.
Yeah.
It took 2 days to get it going.
So last time you were in town, we experienced the same issue with the fire.
Yes.
Just the most bizarre thing. We've got, dead wood, old stuff in there, dried out, okay, with fresh debris and stuff over top that we know is not going to burn. And even the old stuff, we're loading this up with diesel. We're loading this up with motor oil. We're using all these methods to try to get these fires going, and they won't get going. Like, they just, the fuel that we're using to get them going is burning off, and then that's it. There's no fire.
With the fuel logs.
Right. So then, same thing that happened last time. We finally got a good fire started by hand, got it going, and then the day after that, everything just started easy, and everything burned.
And that's after we doused it with gallons of water.
Right. So it doesn't make any logical sense. It's like there's something weird going on. I don't know if we're encountering like weird humidity in the air. There's just too much humidity, or if we're encountering weird pressure and it's just not letting things burn. I don't know. It's been very bizarre though, where we're fighting to get these fires going for a day or two, but then on that third day they do great. We can put them out with water and everything, and then they're firing back up. Like, I don't understand it. It makes no logical sense.
It's somebody's voodoo.
Somebody's voodoo. Speaking of voodoo, we found the bag of rocks.
Yeah, we did, and we disturbed them.
We disturbed it. So I spot out of the corner of my eye a green bag. The bag is full of rocks. We moved it. We dumped it out. We're like, who the hell just left a bag of rocks here in the middle of the woods? Right?
Threw the bag away. And then I started to look at it. It's called like granny magic, I think is what we landed on, which was like an old thing in Appalachia where, you take this bag of rocks and you put it on a hillside somewhere, and it's meant to protect and connect with the spirits of the area or something to this effect. Something. And
we disturbed it. We definitely did. So, and it flat out states like, if you see one, don't mess with it. Like it says it right, like on the AI internet speech, it says, don't fuck with the rocks. But we fucked with the rocks.
We did.
And I mean, one would think that if you're going to go through the effort and time of getting a bag of rocks together and placing it somewhere in a spot, and it's meant to do something spiritual, you'd mark it with something that says, hey, don't touch this. It's a little ominous, like put some sort of symbol around it to let someone know it's there for a reason.
Right.
Build a pentagram around it, put a cross around it, build a couple circles around it.
Do a crop circle.
Do something. Just something to let people know to not mess with this. But either way, it's gone now, so it doesn't matter. It's not getting put back. Bag's long gone.
Well, we stacked the rocks a little bit, and then you kicked them over.
Right. Yeah. whatever, stupid rocks.
We put them back to the earth that they came from.
Right, we return them to the earth in a very dumping, kicking around fashion. But the weird thing about that as well is there wasn't just rocks in there. There was also glass in there from the creek. So in the creek that runs through the property, you find like a lot of what people like to call sea glass, which is glass that's been broken in there for many years that the water has basically made smooth and has taken all the sharp edges off. Right.
Right.
You see it at a lot of old beaches. You'll see that kind of stuff. They call it the sea glass. It's just a piece of glass. It's been worn down by the water. That's it.
Just take a pressure washer to glass.
It's not that special. It's not that serious. I promise. I'm trying to think what my highlights were for the trip. Got to try out a new restaurant. That was a highlight. Yeah, got to do that. I'm trying to think what else was a highlight.
Ordered 2 sandwiches on that.
I did order 2 sandwiches. I did order 2 sandwiches. So that was a highlight of the trip. I think another highlight of the trip was the boxes. The boxes.
Oh, the boxes.
The boxes.
The storage boxes.
The storage boxes. Yes, I think that was also a highlight of the trip.
Yeah, that's a very expensive highlight.
It is an expensive highlight. So we will get into the storage boxes right after this break. Producer Scooter, if you would go to commercial.
Can't get enough of Jester Dooms? Check out his other show, It's Doomsday Podcast, available on all podcast platforms. That's It's Doomsday Podcast.
Back to the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Doom Daily Show. I'm your host, Jester Dooms. The email, doomdailyshow@gmail.com. Everywhere on social media at Jester Dooms. The website, jestersvoice.com. Go to it. Order an apocalyptic apparel t-shirt and show us some love by hitting that button at the top of the website. Now, these storage boxes.
Yes.
Okay, so What If over here is moving in slowly but surely. I think it's safe to say that you have everything you need here, and I will not be going to the P.O. box for you again.
No, because when I come back up next time,
you're bringing a U-Haul.
A small U-Haul.
Okay, small U-Haul.
Yeah.
So he brought items, and I mean, this makes a lot of sense. You know, he's coming and going, he's traveling back and forth. Plane ride is the quickest, easiest way to get up here, and it's very comparable to the cost of gas if you book the tickets right. It's very comparable to the cost of gas with the traveling. Because the flights are relatively inexpensive because we don't need any specific dates. We're not selecting seats. We're not doing all the added things that make the tickets shoot way up in price, right? So it only makes sense to leave things so you don't have to travel as much, so you could travel lighter when you're coming.
Right.
Now, he's got everything with him. Everything, you know.
Hey, I left the kitchen sink at home and the bathtub. Right,
just because you couldn't fit it in your suitcase.
That doesn't mean it's not going to come up.
Okay, so so he has all these different things that he needs to be here just on the daily, plus, you know, random wilderness survival items. There's a lot of stuff. And he went out and, you know, we were out looking at the rolling storage toolboxes. You know, everybody makes one. Cobalt makes one. Craftsman makes one. Husky makes one. Klein makes one. Everybody makes these things, right? Ryobi, I think, makes one.
Yeah, they do.
So there's a shit ton of them available, and they all have their own different little unique features about them and different parts you can add on to them. They're pretty good, right?
Right.
And he came to the conclusion, like, this would be a great thing to have because it's like everything's in its kind of own individual box. You could see different things, you could access different things. And I was like, man, I think I need one of these in my life for all my random shit that I need on the daily that's kind of stuffed away here, stuffed away there, you know, tiny house problems. So I ended up going and picking one of these up too, and that has been a highlight to get all this outdoor survival camping just in one specific place. You know, that's kind of the overall goal, I guess.
And to have it organized.
Right, to have it organized to where you could find everything. That's kind of the kicker there.
Yes,
that's the main thing. Organized to where you could actually find the stuff.
Tools in one section, fire, water in another, protection of some sort, whether from the weather or from animals, and another compartment. I mean, everything is perfect.
Right. So it makes it just made a lot of sense. So we went out yesterday and found these boxes and decided to pick them up, and I'm already starting to go ham putting stuff in mine. He's done got his all loaded out already.
It's not quite 100% organized yet, but it's in there.
You'll be back.
Oh yeah,
You'll be back and it'll happen, I'm sure.
it's like ragu. It's in there.
Right. And then I think another highlight of the trip was our Harbor Freight paint gun debacle.
Oh, jeez.
So we decide, which we never fucking got around to doing, but we went and got paint and decided that we're going to go ahead and paint these Adirondack chairs I got, right? So we went and bought a gallon of paint. We were like, we'll just go down to Harbor Freight. We'll get a cheap spray gun, right? Well, the day after, we get the spray gun. A day or two after, we don't get to use it yet, but all of a sudden, Dickweed over here gets a super coupon for 50% off of the damn sprayer. So it's like, all right, we got to return this one and go back and get another one. Okay, that's the plan, because now we can get a 50% off. I can get my $80 refunded and pick one of these things up for 30 some odd dollars. This is great, So we go to one Harbor Freight. We pick up one using the discount, and I'm like, okay, cool. We got one at discounted rate. Now I have to go return mine. Okay, the one that I bought at full price. We go in there, mixed up the fucking receipts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rookie mistake, but they were able to look that shit up by phone number, and I got my full refund.
Minus the tools that we purchased.
Minus the tools that were purchased. So I think it worked out good, but it was definitely, I think, a highlight of getting a paint sprayer a lot cheaper.
Yes.
For starters, because it was significantly, 50% off. It saved a lot of money. Now I have to find the time to paint these stupid chairs.
True.
Not a highlight of a trip was me falling off the vine swing breaking.
And
no one got this on camera.
no, but maybe it's a good thing, so that way it never happened.
Right, maybe. Yeah. So as I'm sitting here recording, my knee is in a tremendous amount of pain. It's been very hard to walk the last couple days. Yeah.
And I can run circles around you now.
Yeah, now. I'll be right as rain by the end of the week. I'll be back to it, and I'll be kicking again. So what had happened was I found this vine, and I said, okay, I'm going to swing out over this ledge. It's not a high ledge. What did you say? 3 feet, 4 feet?
Let's say 3.5.
Okay, so there you go. So I'm like, okay, I'll just swing out. I'll swing around this tree and come back on the other side of this ledge. Well, I swung out. I made it a good 3 feet off the ledge, and that vine snapped, and I went down, and it did not feel good, and I'm now paying the price for that. But it's not going to stop me from vine swinging in the future.
But there was a significant thud.
There was a significant thud. I didn't hear the thud because I was the thud.
You were the thud.
But he heard the thud. Oh, man. Another highlight of the trip, which is something that was pretty cool. So as we were doing the excavator and doing some digging, we stumbled across somebody's kit that they had made and stuck in the woods. And it was basically, it was an old, kind of like whey protein jug that had some first aid items in it. It consisted of a miniature first aid kit with tweezers, Band-Aids, and iodine prep pads, along with a bottle of isopropyl alcohol, a bottle of hydrogen peroxide, and a bunch of maxi pads.
Extra gum.
And chewing gum. Yeah. So just something very odd to find randomly out in the woods. And I posted a video about it. Some people came back and said that in itself is a makeshift emergency trauma kit. The alcohol and the peroxide would be used to clean a large wound, right?
Right.
Potentially flush it out. It's going to hurt like hell.
Oh, yes, it will.
Yes,
I'm surprised there wasn't salt packets in there.
Iodine for the bleed stop.
Yep.
And, also wound preparation, and then the maxi pads for sealing of a wound. Now, and then I got to the gum and said that gum can be used as a basic first aid adhesive, but when has gum ever stuck to your skin?
Hey, your hair, yes.
Maybe your hair, but that's it. So I don't know if I'm not really buying that one unless you're chewing up a bunch of gum to pack a wound.
Right.
and then you're going over it with the stuff. I don't know.
It's a stretch.
I am a firm believer that that's a hooker kit, right? There's this hooker down in the woods, and she's out there, turning tricks, and every once in a while she needs to clean herself up a little bit, wash all the nasty off and
get herself some fresh breath.
Yeah, get herself some fresh breath so she could find the next John.
Fresh breath?
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
I have another highlight.
Okay, I know what it's going to be.
Witching for water.
Witching for water. A pseudoscience.
It's witchery, if you want, as it's witched.
I'll stick with pseudoscience,
all
but
right.
Sure.
So we took a off-the-wall tactic to find a natural water source. And somebody was very in disbelief that this worked. But 10 feet down, we hit water.
Right, we did. 10 feet down, we did hit water.
And I bet you anything that if you go back to the other side, go 10 feet down, you'll hit water there too.
Probably. You're probably not wrong.
Well, I really haven't been wrong this trip.
Well, not yet. Not a lot. But it does have me thinking.
See, I get you thinking a lot.
It does. It got me thinking, what if we would go up to the top of the hill, do some witching there, maybe we find something on the edge of the hill, right? Then it could just be piped all the way down.
It's a possibility.
Right? Like if you were able to reach out over the edge and start coming in 10 feet, would you hit something?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe. Because when we would be inset in the hill, we would be 10 feet straight down.
But can you dig 10 feet straight down?
We did to get that hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But it could be, if it's 10 feet down where we were, and it's another 20 feet up, that's 30 feet.
Could be. Or it could just be 10 feet beneath the surface up there, coming down and coming under.
It could be 5 feet under the surface.
It could be.
We won't know till we dig.
Right. So I think that's what we got to do. I think we got to dig some more test holes in different areas. That's what I'm thinking. And now there's also the idea of what to do with the hole we have now. We got to drain it and see how fast it's refilling. That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
Got to drain it, see how fast it refills, to see if it's a viable water source to put like a hand pump on or something.
And if it is, drop a well point, just sit there and squeak, squeak, squeak.
Yeah.
Because we do not want to do the whole bucket and pulley thing.
No, absolutely not. That sounds horrible.
Yes.
You can do that all day. I'm not doing that shit.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. Producer Scooter might do that, but I'm not doing that.
Scooter can just scoot on down that hole and fetch us a pail of water.
He might be able to siphon it out.
Well, he's really good at doing that.
Right. He could probably suck it out with a hose.
He's a good sucker, isn't he?
What do you think, Producer Scooter? You think you could do that for us? You think you can get the water out of the hole? But no, so the idea of doing more of these, it definitely was a highlight of the trip. The idea of testing more areas for water around the property is, I think, something I definitely would like to do. The amount of water that filled up in there is telling me that that water table is probably up above, coming down and filling up out, which makes me think that if we had a large enough basin in there to collect enough water to where it was holding, say, 25 to 30 gallons in there, I don't think that would get depleted. But again, got to pump it out and see how fast it refills.
Right.
Because it might be zooming now.
Now that that's on the agenda for next week.
Next week, possibly. We will see what next week brings. And anyway, we'll be right back after these messages.
Jester from It's Doomsday Podcast and the Doom Daily Show here. Do you ever find yourself overloaded with way too much information? Too many logins, too many passwords, too many websites for stuff you like? Yeah, I'm the same way. You don't have to worry about that with the Doom Daily Show and It's Doomsday Podcast. Let's make it simple. Just visit linktree.com/JesterDooms. Add it to your bookmarks. That way, when you need to find the right information, it's right there, under a tap of your finger or a click of your mouse. Go to linktree.com/JesterDooms. Get it, got it, done.
Remember, no one has all the answers, but this will provide you with a place to start. Linktree.com/JesterDooms.
And now, on with the conversation. And here's Jester.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Doom Daily Show. I am your host, Jester Dooms. The website, jestersvoice.com. Go there, buy yourself an apocalyptic apparel t-shirt. And go check out the social media at Jester Dooms. Send us an email, doomdailyshow@gmail.com. So, future plans.
Future plans.
Yeah.
Future plans. Go home, take care of some things. Oh, you mean future plans back here?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, those
okay.
Ones,
Those plans.
Those plans.
Okay, those plans. Well, thinking couple months, get back up here and clean things up.
Right.
Get things flatter, walkable, so you're not sliding in the mud. It gets seed down so it can start growing to hold that dirt in place.
Right.
Hopefully a road will be
Done.
So
Hopefully.
it'll be easier to get down there. We don't lose anything off the side-by-side going down like we have. Or lose keys.
Or lose keys.
Yeah, that was fun.
So everything hinges on that damn road.
Yeah.
And I was doing stuff down there when there was no road, which is even more of a bitch. You should have seen the trail before to get down there.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was really bad. Very, very bad.
Or the way you cut the entrance, I can understand that.
It was really, really bad. It was traversable in only dry weather. If it was slightly wet out at all,
Slick.
you couldn't do it. You get down, but you never get back out.
Well, some people like that.
It was extremely sketchy. And it was one of those things where you weren't going down there all of the time. So it really wasn't something that you were all that concerned with.
Right.
You know, but I don't know. What we have now is a way better situation than what we did have. Right.
And then in the near future, it'll be even better.
It better be better. It needs to be better.
Yes.
And I mean, if these guys that are coming out to do the road, I mean, like I've previously stated, even if they increase the betterness by half, like even if it's not perfect, but it's 50% better than it is now, that's still a huge win.
Yes.
Just for getting down there.
And back.
And back. Well, the idea of getting down and back easier. Because it gets, I mean, I made it up that hill when it was ice on the ATV. When it was covered in ice.
Wow.
That shit was sketchy. Didn't think I was going to make it. And I didn't think about, like, when I was like, oh, I'm going to go down here and check everything out, you know, see how bad the snow is and all this. It really didn't cross my mind coming back up until I was on that hill and I couldn't stop going down it.
Oh.
That's when it crossed my mind, like, fuck, I can barely stop going down it. I'm not going to be able to get back up it. But I got back up.
Obviously, you came back up.
Obviously, I made it back up. But, yeah, so future plan, definitely, if the road's done, that's going to change and jurisdict a lot of things. But the reality is I should be plugging away at everything. And then when you get back up here, it should just be these easier finishing things.
Maintenance.
Right? The maintenance, the cleanup. Hopefully, that's where we'll be at. Right?
Right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully get the creek cleaned out a little bit.
Hopefully.
Get the trash out of there that flows from upstream.
Right. And get some boulders placed in there.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Let's rebuild some things.
Mm-hmm. I've got a lot of boulders that could be moved over to there.
Yeah. You made 2 of them. You should just throw them in too.
Yeah, why not? But yeah, so the idea of future plans and getting back into this, it's going to be, I guess last time when you left last time, we didn't have a plan of when you were returning yet.
Well,
it was talked about, but there was no tickets, there was no time frame, there was no day.
Well, here's the thing: we got the tickets in February.
Right?
No, January. It was January.
Was it January?
I think so.
I'm gonna have to go back and check. Either way, we didn't have when you were leaving last time. We did not have a plan of when you were
coming back. However, it was only a few weeks later that we were starting to decide for me to come back up. but it was also wintertime and you couldn't really do anything anyways.
Right, that was the other thing. Yeah, it was the tickets were purchased on January 7th. So it was about a week or so after, or two after. Yeah, so but now we have a set plan of when you're coming back, and this is going to give me, hopefully it's going to put a little bit more fuel in the tank to keep progressing and getting things done until you get back up here.
And you'll also have the weather working with you instead of against you.
Right.
As long as the rain holds off.
And I'll also be working with machinery down there versus not having anything.
That's another highlight.
So that's going to be a big part of it all. That right there is having the equipment down there to use to my advantage versus how I was doing everything before.
Learn how to work a piece of equipment.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yes. Which depending on how things swing and what's going on the next go around, there might be more of that or none of that. I don't know how it's going to go yet.
I'm here to help.
And the help is greatly appreciated.
I may move a little slower, but I get it done.
Well, at least it's getting done. But see, the big thing for me is it's more of the moral support side of this is you're not doing all this alone. You've got somebody pushing toward the same goal with you.
Correct.
So just that in itself makes things progress faster and smoother and keeps things on an even playing field.
And we get new ideas every hour.
Right. And if I was down there by myself pissing away at that, it'd be years of me going down there, 4 hours here, 6 hours there, not making much headway.
No.
So this way is working out well. But yeah, for all the listeners out there, I would say definitely, if you haven't followed, if you're not subscribed, do that now. Give me that 1 week IRL interaction where you tell, a friend, a family member, or a coworker about the Doom Daily Show. Because that's how it grows. That's how me and producer Scooter are going to push this out to the nation because they will never let us become mainstream. You got anything else before we're out of here?
No, just waiting to do this again when I come back into town.
All right, and with that being said, you guys have a very safe St. Patrick's Day. Use Uber, use Lyft, get a designated driver, man. They're out there. They're available. Do not risk it. You're putting your life at risk. You're putting other people's lives at risks. I should have hit that point a little bit harder on today's show, but don't drink and drive. Don't be stupid. Don't get a DUI. Don't do it. All right. You don't want it, and you don't want to hurt anybody else, and you don't want to hurt yourself. With that being said, producer Scooter, if you would hit that button.
News, facts, and opinions. This is the Doom Daily Show.